Wine's POV. No, no, no. Struggle to break free from his grip. He did not let go of my wrist. Instead, he tightened his hold and continued dragging me along. Hello, mister, I'm saying no, yelled a little loudly at the end. He halted and sighed deeply. Then, instead of turning to face me, he spun me around with a jerk, causing me to stumble and come in front of him while facing him. He appeared very pissed, dangerous, and incredibly handsome. You don't want to run. That's okay. Consider this as. What? Try to take a step back. Draws her back to him, bringing her closer than before. Wine, do you really want to marry a man who has had several affairs before? If you marry him, then what about your future kids? They would have multiple siblings who they would never know. And what if they end up dating one of their brother or sister without even knowing? At least think about them. Smirked secretly as he knew that he is messing up with her mind. I won't have kids then, said unsurely. Do you think a playboy like him will honor your choices? Lifted his brow. He's right. What if? Oh my god, I never thought about this. Turned around and sprinted in the direction of his vehicle. Come on, hurry up. We should leave quickly. What if they catch us? Said while running. She lifted her bridal gown a little to run properly. JK chuckled at her behavior and shook his head in amusement. Who can't fall for her? Followed her. She gasped in terror as he drove his jeep at full speed. Slow down, please, why are you making asked in a fearful tone. Slows down the speed a little. Don't blame me if they catch us. Look at you, being all scared. Where did your confidence go, huh? Yeah, chuckled sarcastically. I'm so scared of your police dad. What if he catches? He will leave you but not. And you won't save me either. Tried to act like a normal guy. If you are not ready for the sacrifice, then why did you come for me? Jungkook's POV. I took my gaze off the road and tilted my head to the side to look at her. She was already staring at me with mischievous expressions clouding her appealing face. Minho is such a lucky, and I am jealous. Suddenly, she jerked her head to look at the road, and her eyes went wide, while a shriek left her mouth. I looked to the front and saw that we were about to crash into a tree at the roadside. I spun the steering wheel and got the jeep back on track safely. I almost. There was pin drop silence for a few seconds until she murmured, What's your name? Struggled to breathe properly. Jungkook. Why? Hesitantly asked. I'll make sure to take your name in front of police before. Serious. What an honor. You want to take my name only if it's your last word? A sly grin danced over his lips. Instead of responding, she continued to glare at me with her naive doe eyes. Please, Jungkook, don't fall for your friend's lover. It's unethical. My conscious self begged me. Don't stare at me like this. You will fall for me. With a loud sneer, she turned to face the road. Overconfident. Shook her head in irritation. It's called self-consciousness. Girls are to be with me. Cockily brat. Must be dead by now. Pissed. She roasted me, and instead of getting angry like I normally do, I enjoyed it. Love is a risky game. No, I'm not in love with her. Never. It's just a mere attraction, nothing else. I must overcome it. After 2 hours. There was a loud clunking sound from the jeep, and I immediately applied the brakes. The jeep stopped and I tried to restart it. However, all my tries went in vain. She looked at me like a lost puppy pleading for treats. Stay here. Exited the car. Steam leaked out of the engine when I opened the bonnet. I was trying to figure out what to do when someone tapped my shoulders, jolting me out of my reverie. I looked to the side. What are you doing here? Softly asked. What happened? Curiously tried to take a peek at the engine. Engine overheated. Sigh. I tried to make a phone call from my mobile, but there were no signals. Few minutes later, we made our way through the dense woods, holding hands. Ah! Wincing painfully. Turned to face her. My foot! A thorn penetrated her sandals and injured her foot, making it. I immediately made her sit on a log tree that was lying nearby and knelt down beside her. I lifted her foot and settled it on my lap. She clutched my shoulder and winced as I gently removed the thorn. I swallowed as I studied her face. Her touch. I had no idea that her mere touch could have such dreadful effects on my weak heart. Focus, Jungkook, focus. I scolded myself and retrieved my focus from her. I opened the bottle of water that I had brought from my car earlier and washed her foot. It did not stop, so I took my coat off and teared off its arms. I wrapped that cloth around her foot tightly to stop the flow. Wine spewed. His future wife is a lucky one. Such a handsome and nice guy. What more a girl could want? His well-built muscles, biceps and pecs were announcing their presence by giving a tough time to the fabric of his white shirt. And oh, his caring side. I hope Minho acts like him in the future. Done. I snapped back to the reality and tried to get back on my feet. But before I could do so, he lifted me up from the ground in his arms, in various styles. Put me down, panics. My mom raised a gentleman. You should feel blessed to meet a guy like that. Good incidents like this don't occur frequently. Held her more tightly and continued walking, being unfazed by her resistance. I just stared at him dumbfounded and let him carry me. 20 minutes later. When will this for us end? Glancing around. Enjoy the free ride, Your Majesty. Still carrying her. Did I told you to carry me? Glared at him and gave him a little chest smack. Don't lie. You are enjoying it more than you should. Teasing this man. Put me down. Put her down. We looked to the front and oh no. Dad? Muttered under her breath, feeling terrified. JK and Van were encircled by her father's guards from all sides. JK slowly put her down and covered her by standing in front of her. Her dad ordered his thugs to attack, and they all made a run towards JK. One of them tried to punch him, but he quickly dodged it, and in a fluid motion, he retaliated with a lightning-fast punch to the thug's midsection, sending him flying backward. The real fight started as two more men charged from opposite sides. JK ducked and rolled, narrowly avoiding all the punches and kicks. Quickly getting up on his feet, he delivered a strong roundhouse kick that knocked one attacker into the other. At this point, other men joined in and began to attack Jungkook from all the sides. They had bats and other weapons of mass destruction. JK reacted quickly, blocking their attacks and hitting back even harder. He seemed to be dancing through the fight, knocking down everyone left and right. He literally finished them all in a matter of few minutes and looked to the front. Her father was no more in his sight. JK thought that he ran away. He turned to face her. Wine? He panicked when he could not find her around. He looked around like a maniac, but when he realized that her father had duped him, he became even more enraged. How dare he take her away from me? Jake glanced at a guard who was still somewhat breathing. He approached that man. "Let's go, buddy," smiled.